Welcome to AI Pulse, where we break down the AI news that actually matters. Today, we're talking about a trillion-dollar merger that's literally taking AI to space, a huge industry scandal, and the race to control a technology that's just moving faster than any of us could have predicted. First up, the headlines that are shaking up the tech world today, and boy, are they big ones. After years of kind of falling behind, Apple is finally giving Siri a massive, much-needed brain boost. This could totally change how we interact with our devices. At the same time, you've got Elon Musk making a move that could redefine the entire industry. He's merging two of his giants, SpaceX and xAI, into this unprecedented powerhouse with a valuation that is, well, astronomical. But it's not all good news. On the darker side of things, we're going to cover the fallout from a major generative AI controversy, and it's got everyone talking about the urgent need for some real guardrails and accountability. Okay, let's dive into this. All right, so let's kick things off with the heavy hitters. We're seeing two of the biggest players on the board making these absolutely colossal moves that really signal a huge escalation in the AI race. So, after years of us waiting, Apple is finally turbocharging Siri in the new iOS 26.4. And this isn't just some small update. By mashing off its own Apple Intelligence with Google's super powerful Gemini models, Siri is about to get really proactive. Think about it. It'll have personal context, meaning it can search your own emails and notes, and it'll have on-screen awareness to act on whatever you're looking at. This means way deeper, more intuitive control over your apps, all just with your voice. Meanwhile, over on Musk's side of things, he isn't just launching rockets, he's launching a new corporate titan. He's officially merged SpaceX with his AI company, xAI. And the result? A brand new unified company with a staggering valuation of $1.25 trillion. Yeah, that's trillion with a T. They're getting ready for what could be one of the biggest IPOs in history. And their goal? It's out there, literally. This quote from the merger announcement really says it all. The big idea is to build data centers in space. The company's argument is that Earth's power grid just can't handle the insane electricity demands of future AI. So for them, moving to orbit isn't just some wild idea, it's inevitable. Okay, so all of this is leading to a massive innovation arms race. It's not just about who's got the biggest company anymore. It's about who has the fastest tools, the smartest models, and who can get there first. So check this out. This table shows Anthropic's really bold new pricing strategy. They've just rolled out a fast mode for their best model, Claude Opus 4.6. Now, it's 2.5 times faster, which is a huge deal for developers. But just look at that price jump. The output cost goes from $25 to $150 per million tokens. That is 6 times more expensive. Wow! So you're probably asking, how on earth can they justify that cost? Well, it's pretty simple. They're confident. According to all the latest benchmarks, Claude Opus 4.6 is now officially the #1 most powerful large language model in the world. It's even outperforming OpenAI's latest GPT 5.2. So Anthropic is basically betting that being the best is worth a very hefty price tag. And if you need any more proof that we're in a full-blown AI gold rush, just look at this number. In what can only be called a digital land grab, the domain AI.com just sold for a record-shattering $70 million. The buyer? Crypto.com. They're clearly betting that owning that name is going to be a crucial piece of the puzzle. Now, just when you thought it was all about the big US companies, a new challenger is emerging. ByteDance, the folks behind TikTok, just launched something called Cdance 2.0. It's a text-to-video model, and it's already creating these hyper-realistic clips that are just spreading like wildfire online. And listen, this isn't just social media hype. The experts are calling it a fundamental leap forward. In early tests, it's already blowing past OpenAI's Source 2 and Google's Veo 3.1. This basically means the race for generative video just got way more interesting. Okay, but with all this incredible progress, there's a dark side, a really dark side. All this new power is creating some deeply disturbing challenges that the industry is, honestly, just starting to grapple with. This is where things get really disturbing. Elon Musk's Grok AI is at the center of a massive scandal. In just 9 days, the tool was used to generate at least 1.8 million non-consensual, sexualized, deepfake images of women and children. This is a shocking, massive failure of platform safety. And people are starting to call this what it is. It's not just online harm anymore. Researchers are defining it as a specific form of violence, technology-based gender-based violence, or TGBGV. It's the weaponization of these powerful tools to inflict real targeted abuse, and it just highlights the urgent need for real accountability. And the problems don't stop with deepfakes. A new viral platform called Moltbook, it's like a Reddit but for AIs to talk to each other, has exposed some really big security holes. A security team took a look, and what they found was, frankly, kind of terrifying. It was ridiculously easy to break into. As you can see here, they just inspected the site's public code and found exposed API keys. This little mistake gave them access to private user emails, their messages, and even let them impersonate any AI agent on the platform. It raises some serious questions about how safe these new systems really are. So all of this, the scandals, the security flaws, it all leads back to one big question. Who's going to pay for all this expensive tech? On one side, you have OpenAI, who's now testing ads in ChatGPT to keep the free service alive. And on the other, you have Anthropic, pledging to keep Claude totally ad-free, positioning themselves as the premium, clean alternative. And yeah, this isn't just some friendly competition. It's getting ugly. After Anthropic ran a Super Bowl ad that basically mocked ad-supported AI, OpenAI's CEO Sam Altman fired back on social media. He called the ad clearly dishonest and promised that their ads wouldn't be intrusive. The AI ad wars have officially begun. Right, so we've seen the big moves, the crazy new tech, and the really scary dangers. The question is, what is anyone actually doing about it to secure the future of AI? And this is the key thing you really need to get. We are moving from chatbots to autonomous agents. We're talking about AIs that don't just talk, they act for us. And as they get more access to our data, our systems, without us looking over their shoulder every second, the risk of fraud and malicious stuff just skyrockets. So to try and get ahead of this, Gen Digital just announced something pretty cool, what they're calling the world's first security tool just for AI agents. It's called the Gen Agent Trust Hub, and it's designed to work kind of like an antivirus for your AI. Before you give an agent a new skill or permission, the hub scans it for hidden, malicious commands, trying to stop threats before they can do any damage. And that really brings us to the biggest question of all, doesn't it? We've seen trillions of dollars in motion, incredible new tools, and some really frightening new risks, all popping up at once. AI progress is accelerating at this just dizzying pace. The real question is, can our safeguards, our ethics, our ability to control this thing, can we possibly keep up?